Hello friends, family. I wanted to give you an update. I just went to the West Clinic today for my reevaluation, and let me give you a little background. So 8 months ago I started my treatment at the West Clinic for the Lyme disease. When I went in for my appointment, found out that not only did I have Lyme disease, but I also my blood cells were loaded with parasites. Lots and lots of parasites and co-infections. My liver wasn't working correctly, so I had the liver dysfunction. Let me just read down my list of things. Extreme fatigue. I would have a hard time just reading a story to my kids for nap time because then I would just have to put them to bed. I was so tired. Crazy joint and muscle pain, muscle weakness, lots of anxiety, where I just felt like I couldn't handle what was coming my way. I was struggling with earaches, lots of stomach aches and digestive problems, a lot of bloating and pain in my stomach for really no reason. My feet would cramp and really hurt, and I would wake up in the middle of the night and have a hard time. You know, if I had to go to the bathroom, I just feel like I'd have to tiptoe. They would hurt really bad. My tailbone, when sitting for about an hour at a time, if I go to stand up, I'd have to have someone help me up because it's like my tailbone would get stuck. Lots of candida and yeast, and lots of inflammation, so I was in pain all of the time. I also had cardiac fatigue, so my heart was beating really hard, really having to work a lot because I was always in a state of stress. So my body just wasn't able to, I mean, that was another reason why I was so tired. And so over the past 8 months, I started doing the treatments where I would go in and have IV treatments. I was also doing several detoxes of just trying to clean out my blood, and my liver was, my liver was overworked so much that my biggest organ, being my skin, had to take over. So I really had to get rid of a lot of toxins that were in my body. So it was not pleasant, and many of you know, as you were a part of it, but it was a very hard time. And it's been a journey, but it's been a good journey because I've known the whole time that this is the direction I needed to go to get feeling better. So I had another retest in January, the beginning of January, and you know, I was 50% better, which was very exciting. I was super stoked about that, and continued to do IV treatments, but was able to slow down. I didn't have to go quite as often. The end of January, I was just feeling like I really needed to step up my game if I wanted to get healthy, and I knew that nutrition and exercise needed to be priority. And so I joined a challenge group where that's what I did. Exercise and did Shakeology, which is dense superfood, and would have that on a daily basis. Literally within 2 weeks of exercising and doing Shakeology every day, I could see a difference. And I had more energy, I was sleeping better, I was more regular, if you really want to know that. I just was feeling good on a daily basis. I would still have flare-ups here and there. When I'd go to have a Lyme treatment, it would usually set me back a few days, but I was able to consistently stay with a workout schedule, which was wonderful. I've never been able to do that. Never have I been motivated enough to do that, number one, but never have I physically been able to do that because of the fibromyalgia that I also deal with. And so I wanted to give you my report for today because it was such good news, and I wanted to share it, and I figured what better way than by video, right? Because whatever. And it's a lot less typing. So there's a system survey that I took, which is just talking about your symptoms, really. And you score it. You get a score based on how many symptoms you're dealing with. 8 months ago when I did it, my score was 239 out of 950. Today my score was in the 800s, and my skin, or not my skin, but my blood had really cleaned up a lot. And actually when he would look at it, you know, there were a few things that he said, okay, we have, you know, a little bit that we need to work on here. Sorry, that's an airplane. But you know, here we have a little bit that we need to work on, this and that. You know, so my blood's not perfect, but he said, other than that, your blood looks near perfect, and looks like you're on the right track. So I am able to stop doing my Lyme treatments, and I'll do another retest in 6 months, but with just supplements alone, I'm going to be able to continue my journey here. Couldn't be happier, because traveling to Pocatello every month or more often than that was really hard. Some of the things on that system survey that I had to fill out, he asked for 5 of my top complaints. Well, I was able to get 3 down, and I had to sit there and think, well, what else is bothering me? And how great is that when 8 months ago, I couldn't fill out enough of those things. I kept thinking, now what's priority? What should I put? Fatigue, pain, you know, and this time I thought, okay, there's still a few things I'm dealing with, but overall I've improved so much. Some of the things that are better are my fatigue. I have way more energy. I'm sleeping through the night. I'm not dealing with a sore throat on a daily basis like I was. My joint pain, I still will have, you know, will migrate a little bit here and there, but it's not like it was. And my digestive issues, it's so great. The things that I still need to work on, you know, are working with the supplements, and then also working on this stress management of things. That's something that's still kind of an issue. So got to learn how to deal with stress. But anyway, super excited. Wanted to share my happy news. So we're on our road to feeling healthy and having lots more energy. So anyway, thanks for caring, and thanks for being a great support. Love you guys.